Philipp Hauenstein graduated from the prestigious Royal College of Music, where he is a teacher as well, took a couple of minutes in his always busy agenda in order to play a superb version of Money, Money, Money for the A for ABBA documentary in 1994. What very few people know is that, previously, he had delivered a conference in England thought for his colleagues called Composition Procedures. It is tempting to imagine the faces of the classical music erudites in the audience as they listened to Hauenstein comparing ABBA with Beethoven. He put a stress on Money, 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 which, in his opinion, is brilliantly constructed because it follows the principles of the classics. To add more, he also hinted at Thank You for the Music like this. It's banal songs like that which help further mankind's understanding of mankind. The result: one of the erudites in the audience declared, "He seemed sober when he said it." Among the things that Hauenstein explained in A for ABBA, he stressed that the song's secret is in the repetitions, which bring something different every time. Once Frida has sung "I'd fool around and have a ball," ending up with the verses, the musicians make a preventive pause towards the chorus, which is introduced by Benny with a group of 7 notes which are repeated identically on guitar and bass in unison with the piano. Suddenly, a timpani sounds a little far away, and then the explosion. Money, money, money. One note for every syllable of a word which isn't trivial at all, and which is repeated differently each time. And all this is, in the end, 2 easy, identical ascensions of 3 neighbor notes. A, B, C. A, B, C. Björn used to insist that the lyrics had to fit the sound and the music, and this song is a perfect example. In fact, he says, in pop music, the meaning is subordinate to the sound. The main thing is that the right vowel sounds are in the right place, and so on. Of course, I prefer it when you can combine a theme that really means something to you with lyrics that feel right to sing. The winner takes it all being a case in point, but sometimes that's just not possible. Björn continues. Money, Money, Money had actually been the original working title for this song, but I felt that there were enough money songs around, as it were. Then I opted for some phrase ending with the word gypsy in the chorus instead of money, but somehow it came out a bit awkward. There are versions featuring demo lyrics with Björn singing the rhyme "buy a bunny." Happily, these words didn't sound right eventually. In the documentary, Hauenstein develops a masterly work at the piano. As a soloist, he makes his hands fly on the keyboard to perform almost every single original melody, that of the piano, the guitars and bass ornaments, and the melody lines sung by Frida and Agneta. The original ABBA promotional film for the song, one of the best works made by the pioneer Les Hallström, shows, in fact, the virtuoso, self-taught Benny running through the keys with that passion based upon classical music that characterized him. This song adds more styles richness in the already assorted Arrival album, in which every single song has its personality. Among, for example, Latin-flavored songs, That's Me, Rock in the 50s style, Why Did It Have to Be Me, Celtic-inspired instrumentals, Arrival, or Adult's Ballad, Knowing Me, Knowing You, we find this cabaret number, which was even selected as a single that would end up being a worldwide hit and an ABBA classic. Benny has chosen it as his favorite song from Arrival. Of all the things we have done, that is the best ever. It's a very basic recording. You could say that it's constructed like a stage number. I imagine someone else doing it, not necessarily us. Someone standing on the platform singing these lyrics. a wish which is indeed a challenge. The lyrics drama is performed by a brave and straightforward Frida in a tone that makes us remember, once again, the contrast between her voice and Agnetta's, and makes us reconsider the generalized opinion about Agneta being a better actress than Frida when singing. The tension of her desperate revelation about a fight for economic survival and about so many bills to pay rises as the verses develop, while Benny's metallic piano and the bass of strong pulse pursue her melodically. And then Frida announces that she has a plan, and the guitar adds suspense with three notes which call our attention. If I got me a wealthy man, and again the guitar makes us go closer to the speaker to get the whole of the plan, which is a lazy Frida, bon vivant, traveling wasting someone else's money. Next, smiling at the hilarious Frida's plan, I thought she seems to take it very seriously, the instruments fall little by little into silence. Then the piano and the guitar prepare our attention with a repetition of notes previous to the chorus, and the timpani introduces it. It is hard to imagine Agneta singing the lines of the verses and producing the same effect. But it is also interesting to note that Frida is the lead vocal in just half the song, as Agneta takes the lead tone in the chorus. Frida comes back for all the things I could do. Money, Money, Money is also the only ABBA song in which the bass plays in the chorus the same notes that the girls sing. Let's analyze the chorus in terms of music and instrumentation. From the beginning until the second, It's a Rich Man's World, Rutger's bass sings the same notes that the girls sing. So, from bass to high notes, we have the bass singing the girls' notes. An octave higher, we found Frida. And finally, Agneta singing the same Frida's notes an octave higher. As a conclusion, we find three identical melody lines sung in unison by three different instruments. Then, while Frida sings all the things I could do, listen to Benny's piano. Doesn't he play the same melody that the girls and the bass sung a couple of seconds ago? We find the fourth time that melody is played. Again, we can agree with Hammerstein when he talked about the building of the song on repetitions. And with If I had a little money, it is repeated the exact scheme with which the chorus started. It's overwhelming the work devoted to arrangements and production. Hours and hours of mixing the piano in order for it to sound as a saloon pianola, of editing the percussion that embellishes the chorus, from the tambourines, mixed in a way that they wouldn't sound as tambourines, to the sound of the timpani that closes the song in a powerful way, of working on the effervescence of Agneta and Frida's voices through hours of painful overdubbings of different tones. To record ABBA's music was a really expensive task, but nowadays remasters can do little to emphasize the clearness and strength that they already showed. Maybe this hilarious song of ABBA was an acid joke for their many critics. How could they sing I work all night, I work all day, and still there never seems to be a single penny left for me, while ABBA as a company was rising in the market in a way that threatened the powerful Volvo? If the hilarious topic of the lyrics was Björn's intention at that moment, or if his memories are influenced, it will not be easy to be known. But, he declares, there was more talking about the millions we made than about our music. We were called a company instead of a pop group. With money, 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 we wanted to hit back. If people think that we're only in it for the money, let's write about it. Risky, colorful, dramatic, funny, original. It is a piece that not every ABBA fan love, but which is surely one of the clearest examples of the ABBA's expertise as creators, producers, and performers of perfect and unforgettable melodies. And I swear, I was sober while writing these lines.